What's up, y'all? Episode 79, I believe. Almost there are six out there. I believe it's episode 79 of Shoe Booty Sports. It's your host, Graham Powell, co-host Bradley Brown. Say what's up, Brad.
What's going on?
Oh, a lot's going on. Knicks and Heat going on right now. We'll get to that in a bit. I can actually see the clock over here. 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Can't see the score, so I'm gonna have to ask you if it's a tight game still. But quick shout out to our sponsor, Rhino Races. Rhino Races is a virtual race series that offers 5 different races: a 5K, 10K, half marathon, a marathon, and the Rhino Ultra. Sign up for one or all five of their races at rhinoraces.com. Run your race at your convenience. Track it with your fitness app. Screenshot your results as proof of completion. Submit those results to rhinoraces.com under the submit results section. Once your results are verified by Rhino Races staff, your award will be shipped to you by mail. Also, check out their gear section for t shirts, wristbands, decals, and more. That's rhinoraces.com, the premier virtual running series. Also, find us on Spotify. Find us being Shoe Booty Sports on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, the Wisdom app. Uh, Check out the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and follow us on Twitter at Shoe Booty Sports. So, NBA playoffs have not disappointed. Uh, Bucks get eliminated. Uh, yeah, Miami. What's the score of that game right now?
New York just hit two back-to-back threes to go up 99-96 with 4 minutes left.
Okay, so that's a tight one still. Either way, even if the Knicks win tonight, it'll go back to Miami tied at 1-1. That's if they beat the Heat tonight. Miami, the 8 seed, potentially has a chance to advance to the conference final. But you got Miami being an 8 seed, knocking off a 1. And the only other time I remember that happening is when I believe it was the Warriors beat Dallas back in Dirk's like heyday in like 2007 or something like that. And that was just unheard of then. I thought that might have been the first time that had ever happened. But the Lakers beat Memphis, a 7 seed beating a 2, and in the opening round. So this might be something we see more. This will probably be something we see more of just as the years progress, just because long season, when you're letting half the league in the playoffs or at least the play in, especially with the addition of the play in games, the regular season just doesn't quite mean as much. It's like just get in, just get in top 8 or top 10 now at this point, and we'll roll with our chances. Because yeah, the Lakers beating Memphis, that wasn't much of an upset. We both picked the Lakers, I believe, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and beat them in 6 in a dominant fashion, in Game 6. Warriors beating the Kings in Game 7, dominating Game 7. I wasn't surprised at all. Uh, be Warriors Lakers after this game right here. I am looking forward to ending the night by watching that one.
Yeah.
Let's pick that series real quick. Who do you have? You know who I got.
I know who you got. I don't know, man.
I do know Warriors in 6. Warriors in 6. There you go.
I'll say Lakers in 7.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see it. The only way I see the Lakers beating the Warriors 4 times is if one of the stars get hurt for the Warriors and LeBron and AD have to go nuts for those 4 games. LeBron can't do this 20 and 12 stuff that we're seeing um, from time to time. He's had some 20 and 20s. Even no, LeBron's got to put up like 30. He's got to put up like 30 and 15. AD's got to put up 28 and 17. You got to have that from those two, and you got to have other guys play. You got to have D'Angelo Russell, Reeves hitting shots. It's going to be AD is he's gonna get his. He should again. Now I don't know. Looney is giving him problems, banging inside, but AD's still going to get his. Can they do it 4 times though against the Warriors? No, I don't see it. Not against the Warriors. To be the man, you got to beat the man, as Ric Flair would say. The Warriors are still the man, as far as I'm concerned. I don't see anybody left in the playoffs beating them 4 times. That's just me. I mean, the Kings took them to 7, but it's just gosh, it's hard to beat those guys 4 times if they're healthy. Lakers in 7, huh?
Yeah, but we all
Yeah.
know I'm not a smart man, so Lakers in 7.
Well, I'd say like the NCAA tournament. People that don't know about basketball, many of it are the ones that really predicted the final four, like the correct final four. But this is different. That's a single elimination tournament. This is a best of 7 series tournament, and I just don't see anybody, at least in the. I don't see the Lakers beating the Warriors 4 times. There are teams that can do it. I'd said I don't see anybody doing it, but there are teams that could do it, and we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, I got the Warriors in 6 though in this one. I don't think the Lakers. I think the Lakers will steal a couple. I don't see them giving them that many problems, giving the Warriors that many problems personally. All right, score update. Score update. Heat Knicks. What do you got?
101-98 Knicks.
Okay. Yeah, it's man. It's good to see the Knicks. It's good to see the Knicks and Lakers, you know, in the mix again. It's just good for basketball. It's like, I mean, it's like baseball. When I'm not a Yankees fan, but when the Yankees and Red Sox and Cardinals, I'm throwing them in there, are good. It's good for baseball. The Braves have always been good. I don't remember the last time the Braves have been bad, but I consider them in that league as well. Yeah, 104, 100, 124 left to play. All right, the Nuggets and Suns. I've watched both games of those series. The Nuggets look determined. Jokic looks like Dirk did in 2000, 2010, when he was just on a mission, to win an NBA championship and did it against the favorite Heat.
Hmm.
Jokic just looks like he's on a mission. Uh, Guys around him are playing well. That's a really good team in Denver. To go going up 2-0 on the Suns, I thought the Suns would get one of those. I thought they would
Yeah.
get one of them.
I think everybody thought the Suns would get one of those.
Yeah, and didn't happen. And I mean, Phoenix isn't playing poorly. I mean, just Denver's Jokic is just a different animal. I mean, he's a monster. What do you have? 39 and I don't know, 15, 16 yesterday. The guy's making a strong case for being a 3-time MVP, especially with Embiid out. But I mean, it's a regular season award. Embiid will still probably get it.
He did
Jokic
get it.
doesn't. He did. Embiid did.
Yep.
When did they announce that? Is that today?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it like lunch today or something like that.
Oh yeah, right
Maybe
here,
it was
top
this
of the
afternoon.
headline. Yeah, Embiid breaks through, wins first MVP. I mean, I agree with that. And Jokic didn't care about it anyway. He shrugged it off yesterday. That guy, he's got 2 of them. He wants to win a championship,
Yeah.
and this team can do it. Of the teams that are left, I mean, Denver's got really as good of a shot as anybody. If they play like they have these last 2 games, they got as good of a shot as anybody. And to be doing this against the Suns, I mean, the Suns were the Suns your finals pick
Yeah.
as far as to win it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go. Down 0-2 to Denver. Number 1 seed out of the Western Conference, but nobody really believed in them, myself included. I believe in them more than I believed in Memphis, but
Yeah.
I don't really. It's comparable in that way, but at the same time, it's not. All right, which series do you look forward to the most right now? It's got to be Lakers and Warriors, right?
Yeah.
It,
Definitely.
is it even really close?
No. No.
Like Celtics and Sixers would have been intriguing with Embiid, but
I
I
watched
mean,
that
without,
game last night. That was pretty good.
yeah, like I was surprised. Like with Embiid out, I figured Celtics could roll, but I mean, also you see that too, right? Like a team will be without their best player, and they can rally for like one game, kind of like when the Cavs played the Warriors. What year was it? Was it the year after, the year before, year? I think it was the year after they won the finals, and what Kyrie was out for the year or something. He was done for the season, something like that. And it was basically LeBron and the Warrior, against the Warriors. It wasn't as bad as like 2015, I think, when he took them on by himself, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But that game one, like the Warriors were heavily favored. They may have won it in 5 or 6 or whatever. I don't remember, but like the Cavs had them beat in game one, and
That was the J.R. Smith
that might
fiasco.
that might have been it. I don't know if that was the game or not. I can't remember, but the Cavs had them beat, and yeah, the Warriors squeaked out a win. That's when I was like, okay, well now it's for sure over because that was the best shot Cleveland had. And I mean, Cleveland wasn't favored in that series by a long shot. They shouldn't have won it. But my point is, you see teams rally for a game. At least in the opening game for sure. Like, and sneak in a win against the heavily favored team. Iverson in the 2001 finals, whatever it was, when he was with the Sixers, getting that game one win against Kobe, Shaq, and the Lakers, and then it was just the Lakers after that. So I expect the Celtics to rebound just fine, especially if Embiid is going to be out, continue to be out. Do you give the Sixers any shot to come away with that series with Embiid out?
With Embiid out, no, because I don't see Harden putting up 45 every night. So
Well, he did that,
he did. Yeah, he did it last night, but
Well, hey, I'm saying he did that regularly a few years ago, then a few
he
years
did.
ago.
That was a few years ago.
But granted, yeah, that was a few years ago. That's what it would take. That's what it would take for them to stay in it. He would have to do that. And the Sixers have other good players, but I mean that's what it would take from Harden every night to win the series against those guys for sure. But yeah, Lakers Warriors, man, that's the most anticipated matchup. I really look forward to that game when we get off of here.
Yep.
And I don't care how long it goes. I'll be up for the whole thing. No way I'm gonna. Even if I tried to go lay in bed, I'd be like, I got to see what's happening. I'd get
Yep.
up and go check it out. But yeah, I feel pretty good about Warriors in 6 in that one. I would like to be pleasantly surprised. I'd like to see a really good series. I would even. I mean, I'd say I'm pulling for the Lakers. I just find myself naturally pulling for them, just because it's. I don't know. It's good to see them. Basketball's better when they're good. At least when a LeBron team is good. It's just I'm more interested. Not that I'm just this massive LeBron fan. It's more exciting. The closest thing, at least as far as talent wise, to Michael Jordan, we're going to see, at least right now. It's basketball is more fun when his teams are in the mix. So I'd like to be, and like I said, because I think the Warriors will beat them in 6. I'd like to be pleasantly surprised and see a really really good series. I don't necessarily care who wins. I just want to see a really good series. All right. Any changes? Do you have any changes to your finals picks? Obviously, the Bucks won't be in it. So, I mean, I picked the Bucks to win it, and I whiffed on that one pretty hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, no, I won't change it.
Who did you have? I mean, you had Suns and who? Was it the Bucks?
I think so.
Okay. Well, you'd obviously have to change that one, but
Uh,
you still
yeah.
have the Suns winning it all, basically.
I don't know about that, but
I've seen enough. I mean, the
yeah,
Suns can bounce back in these 2 games, but I've seen enough to. I think Denver's the better team. I've seen enough that I'd be surprised if Phoenix finds a way to come back and win this series.
yeah, I'll jump on Denver. We'll do that.
Yeah, Jokic just looks like he's on a mission.
Yep.
If
I'll jump
if
on that bandwagon.
if anybody can beat the Warriors, I think it's Denver. I don't think Boston can be. If it was a rematch of last year, Boston and the Warriors, I got the Warriors in 6. That'd be my pick. But I think if anyone left can beat the Warriors, it's Denver. That would be the team I'd pick. Like that's the team. That's the team that can beat them. because you don't have an answer for Jokic. You don't have an answer for the outside shooting. Caldwell Pope, he's going to give you problems defensively. He'll give Clay some trouble defensively. Uh, yeah, KCP was an integral part of the Lakers winning that bubble championship in 2020. People forget he was on that team,
Yep.
but if anybody's going to do it, I'd say it's Denver. All right, so quick shout out, by the way, to jumping sports here. Quick shout out to the Razorback softball team getting two of three against Tennessee, number one team in the SEC
How
at
about that?
Bogle. Yeah, from Friday to Sunday, I watched all three games. Um, yeah, I mean they barely lost to Tennessee game one, and then beat them in the next two. So Deifel's the goat, man. Deifel's the goat of of Razorback softball by a million because the program was just trash. Let's just call it what it is until she got there.
Yeah.
I mean, we've covered this on this show. When I was a reporter, the best softball players in the state went anywhere but the U of A because they were that bad. They would go anywhere else. So good to see that Deifel just continuing that success there at the University of Arkansas. Not quite as good as they were last year, talent wise, but I mean, just still that just shows like, hey, we're still here. We're still in the mix. You might get the regular season conference championship, but we're gonna be in the mix. They're gonna be fighting for an NCAA tournament spot. Good to see them closing the season like that. Hogs playing in North Little Rock tonight, by the way, or
Yeah, I've seen that.
Dickey Stevens Park. I would have been
Last time I
interested
seen
in
it, they were
going.
down like 6-3.
Yeah, I would have, gone, but we had to do the show. Somebody's got to can't skip out on the show. I was at Dickey Stevens Friday, by the way. Um, Trav's game picked like the perfect night to go because the previous night was rained out, so they made it a double header. We show up in the last inning of the first game because we're like, we'll just get there like 7, a little before 7, in time for the next game. We get there, it's a tie game going the last inning. Trav's went on a walk off hit, so we got to see that. And then game two, Trav's lead 2-0 like the whole game. And then Tulsa ties it up in the top of the seventh because it was set 2 7 inning, games because it was doubleheader. And Trav's went on a 2-out walk off in the bottom of the seventh to end it. And then they had a 10-minute fireworks show afterward. So
Nice.
super dope. Nachos are as good as they've ever been. Premium nachos are the way to go if you ever go to Dickey Stevens Park. As far as ballpark experience, minor league baseball, anywhere. I don't care where it's at, dude. Travelers baseball is as good as it gets, as
Yeah,
far as
it's
I'm
pretty.
concerned.
Yeah, pretty nice park they got going down there. A lot
Yeah,
better than old Ray Winder.
yeah, and I liked Ray Winder. I
I
liked Ray
loved Ray
Winder.
Winder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mini Fenway. I think we've talked about this on the show, but you just can't beat like if you're sitting. I don't want to give all my secrets away, but if you're sitting in like section 215, like that's my spot, right over on that third base side, and you just get that view of the city. You get that beautiful view of Little Rock over the river, like past the river, dude. You can't beat that as far as ballpark views. Like it's just it's top 1%. It's amazing. Did you find the score update? Who are they even playing? Arkansas.
Linscomb. Liscomb.
Arkansas Razorbacks, that is, jumping a
Yeah,
team.
Liscomb. I think is who they're playing. Uh,
Well, either way, no matter how it goes, it's not a game that counts. So,
no, yeah, the middle of the
it's-
week games. Yeah, we haven't. I think we showed up for about half of them. But yeah, we sometimes we slip up in the midweek.
it happens. I mean, the UCA Bears beat the Razorback softball team. A couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
4-0 in Conway. That was pretty cool though. Like it's non-conference game. the smaller team, they're going to get up for that. You know, they're going to be more hyped for that game than the big time D1 program. Okay, Knicks are going to pull this out, 111 to 105 with 4.1 seconds left in the fourth. Yeah, so all right, going to Miami tied 1-1. If I'm Miami, I'm okay with that. All right.
The Grizzlies pretty much told Brooks he's not welcome back.
What do you mean?
They're not going to re-sign him.
Oh, I see that. I see that. Okay. As soon as you said that. Well, I mean, it wasn't. He's a decent player, but I mean, it's just it wasn't what they're doing isn't working. They gotta do something else. You go in as a
Yeah.
2, and you get ousted in 6 games by a 7 seed. It's not the Lakers of the beginning of the season by any means. It's a completely different team, but still, and you get ousted in 6 games, and then you get not only did you get ousted in game 6, you got dominated. Like that game wasn't even close. Game was over in the first quarter. I don't mind that. I'd agree with that call if I'm a Memphis fan or faithful or what have you. Okay, have you watched any hockey?
I have not. No.
All right, I know the Bruins were the best team in the league, and they get beaten game 7, I believe it was. So big upset there. I believe it was the Florida Panthers, right? Yeah, Florida Panthers putting them out.
No, Hogs tied it up 6-6.
All right, way to go, Hogs, and that concludes your hockey coverage as far as what we'll give y'all on Shoe Booty Sports here.
They're still playing it.
Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best here.
Now there was some
Wow.
controversy, and I think it was Saturday's game. It might have been the Boston game, but uh, where like they lit up the goal graphic like 5 to 10 seconds before they actually scored a goal, and some people are saying discussing if it was rigged or not. So because they ended up losing that game, so obviously, but yeah, I did see that going around on Twitter, but which I thought
Yeah,
was pretty wild. But maybe the TV guy just dropped something. He's eating it, dropped and hit the button. I don't know. It's just
I,
coincidence.
yeah. I don't know. I
But
mean,
I
you
doubt
can't
these
let it.
guys are running off the script. But
No, you can't let it come to that though. If you're Boston, you got to take care of business sooner than that. Just don't let it get to that point.
yeah,
All
tough
right.
stretch for Boston fans. Yeah, lose that series and then lose the opening game without the to a team without the MVP.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, what sport are we talking about now? And I was like,
Huh?
oh yeah,
Mm.
Sixers. Okay. All right. So jumping to football. Okay. Have you watched any USFL? I haven't, by
I
the way.
watched it for about 10 seconds and I was like, oh, so they just have the normal kickoff, and then I flipped the channel.
It's just like regular football. Okay, I'm gonna see what else is on. That is the one good thing about the XFL is that it has its own kind of thing. Like they at least tweak some stuff to where it is different. Like if you're gonna do something and it's not gonna be as good as the other product, you gotta at least be different in some way, shape, or form. You can't be just like regular football in a lesser version. You got to at least do something different. I got to give the XFL credit there. They at least do that. Speaking of the XFL, championship game is Saturday at 7 o'clock. Primetime game.
Ooh, prime time. All right.
Yeah, ABC. The Defenders and the Renegades. I'm looking at the. This can't be right. I'm seeing it's showing like the schedules, and Defenders are 9-1. It has 4-6 next to the Renegades. That can't be right. I would have to go on like the actual XFL like website to
Well, hell,
okay,
there's
no.
only like 10 total teams, right? Or eight?
Yeah,
They
they
might
were
have just
four.
had a tournament.
They were 4-6. No, no. What it was? Okay, they took the. All right, hang on. I'm gonna figure this out. It's not like it was that hard.
Oh, we'll wait.
All right, Defenders, Renegades. Okay, yeah, what they did was they took the top two teams from their division. Like cuz there's only 8 teams. So two divisions, they took the top two teams of the division and had them play each other and just called that the conference championship or the division championship.
Okay.
And I guess Arlington beat Houston. Arlington was 4-6. Houston was 7-3, and I guess Arlington beat Houston. So yeah, 4-6 team is in the championship game. That's pretty wild. Kind of cool too, to an extent. DC, the clear cut favorite in this one, 9-1 on the year. They beat Seattle, who was 7-3. I wanted to see McCarron's team get in there. They were also 7-3, but they were in that North Division, just under Seattle at 7-3. I guess Seattle got the tiebreaker somehow. But I looked at McCarron's numbers, his stats, dude. His stats were elite, like all pro type stats. Now, granted, it's the XFL. It's not the NFL. But the football I watched, I mean, it was some decent football. Not NFL football, but I mean, it was good football. Like I said, product is 10 times better than it was the first time around, 100 times better than it was the first time around.
Yeah.
But as far as the play on the field, it was good. Like it was clean, clean football. It's like the quarterback play is good. McCarron played well. Jordan Tiamu, I can't say it. The TA''AMU, believe it is. He's played well. I think he's the quarterback of one of these teams. Might be DC. DC would be the heavy favorite there. I'll probably watch some of that Saturday if I'm around the TV, just to check it out. The trophy looked all right. I did see the trophy, the XFL trophy. It looked all right.
This is
Not a little.
hilarious. You watching this? LeBron can't get any talc powder. They gave him an empty bottle of talc powder. He's over there having trouble getting it out.
No, I see it out of the corner of my screen. That's all I can see. See, in order to like do this show from my living room, I got to move a desk, I got to move all this stuff to make it happen. So I was like, I really just want to see the Lakers and Warriors anyway. So by the time I get off of here, like I can just go in there and watch the game. So it just wasn't worth it to move all the stuff in there. So I did see him kind of pacing around. I can see like literally like a sixth of my television. It's the far right. I see the TNT logo. I see that they're in San Fran, obviously. I'm digging the black on the court, by the way,
Yeah,
for the
that's pretty
Warriors.
cool.
I do like those unis that the Warriors have. See that we're underway. Okay, I do want to talk about this. Steph putting up 50 in game 7 against the Kings. Where would you rank Steph as like would you take anybody over Steph right now? Like in the history of the game at point guard. If you were having an all-time starting five, let's just do this. What would your all-time starting five be of any era? And you can make one team. My question essentially is, would you put Steph in there at point? Because used,
Yeah,
used
I've been
to
hearing a lot of talks about this lately.
used to it would have been Magic, right? Like that's
Yeah,
that's who you would have had. Actually, I would have switched it up. I don't think I would have had I would have had LeBron at the point, but we'll go by positions. We don't have to go by positions, but Steph has like earned a spot kind of in that discussion, right?
yes, yes, he has.
All right, so off the top of your head, what would your all-time starting five be? I'll go first. Let's see. Let's break this down. We got time. All right. So I'm obviously gonna go MJ. I'll go MJ. I'm not even necessarily gonna throw like positions. Just I pick five. This is the five I want.
Okay.
I want Michael. I want MJ. I want LeBron. Ooh. I want MJ, LeBron. I want Duncan. Tim Duncan.
There you go.
Oh, geez, this is tough. Uh, I'm trying to think of like my big, like what big do I want? Mm, okay. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna end the whole show just thinking of this. All right, so MJ, LeBron, Duncan, give me Kareem at the 5, and I'll do it. Give me Steph at the point.
Okay, yeah, that'd be. I guess that'd be an all right team.
Yeah, it'd be an okay squad.
They'd probably win a game or two. Yeah.
You couldn't stop them. I mean, the only thing I could think like as a weakness would be like defensively, but MJ would shut you down on the perimeter. MJ's
Yeah.
as good as a defender as you're going to get as a guard. LeBron can guard anywhere on the court, and Duncan could defend too. All right, who
Yeah.
you got? Starting 5. Spit it out.
We'll do MJ, of course. We'll do LeBron. Uh, I'll get White Boy Larry on my team.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Have Shaquille up in there, and I don't know, dude. I like the Duncan pick.
All right, so MJ. So let's go over that again. MJ, LeBron, Bird, Duncan,
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty good squad. Yeah, it's a good squad.
I'll take them any day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good
But who's
squad.
coming off the bench?
Yeah. But see, here's the thing though. Like if your squad goes against mine, Shaq can't run up and down the floor of my squad.
Oh no, I ain't necessarily worried about that.
But then again, as soon as Shaq got down there, nobody's guarding him either.
Yep.
So it's that'd be a 200 like 220 to 218 game or something like that. 216, something like that. It's fun. It's fun to play that sometimes. It's outdone. Everybody kind of does it, but it's still fun to do. All right, score update. What do we have? Warriors, Lakers.
7-2 Warriors.
Okay. All right. Well, my pick's looking okay. 10-2 now. So yeah, I'm looking pretty good. I really don't think like I said, I think the Lakers will steal a couple. I don't think the Warriors are going to have that many problems with them. I just don't. This is when the Warriors rise up. Like you can't look at their regular season record and think that's what you're going to get. Half these guys are, I mean, they're rarely all on the floor at the same time during the regular season. At least your big 3.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, they're trying to get those young guys ready. They're trying to get those young guys ready for moments like this, like trying to get Jordan Poole even like more seasoned, trying to get guys like Moses Moody, into the mix, and and he's played all right the little bit he's been out there this
Yeah.
postseason. Shout out Moses Moody, Arkansas Razorbacks. Any more news from Coach Muss on the transfer portal? By the way, touching up on Razorback basketball, y'all.
Nah, scene where apparently, I don't know, he forced Ford out, but did he really force him out? Or
I didn't see anywhere about him forcing anybody out. I just,
yeah, it's
I think that's a
it
simple.
sucks that he entered the transfer portal, but
I mean, does it? I mean, he barely saw the floor this year. The little bit I saw, I didn't see anything that was all that impressive. Not saying the kid can't play, just saying I don't think he's a game changer, at least for a big time SEC program. Again, he's young, but this is basketball, and the best of the best can come in there and contribute right away. As far as young guys. Um, so it's probably the best move for him. Go somewhere where you'll actually play. Would I've liked to have seen him stick around? I mean, he was a 4-star, right? I mean, yeah, I would have
yeah,
liked to have seen it, but then again, this is the state of college basketball, or just college sports right now. If you're not playing, I want to go play now. I'm going to go somewhere else that, they're going to play me now. And only time will tell if it's the better move. But I didn't see enough from him to say that that's going to be a big loss, for Arkansas. I see. I almost sent you like a screenshot of but when I saw that he was transferring, I of course go to the comments, just to I like pop open some popcorn just to read it
Yeah,
because I love my hogs, I love the state of Arkansas, I love the people in it, but there's some goofy ass Razorback
dude,
fans that just say
straight
some
up
dumb,
nuts. Yeah.
dumb stuff on a regular basis. My favorite comment that I saw, it was the first one under it. Hang on, I might still have it. I want to read it, word for word, just because it was that good. If I still have the thing, I might have deleted it, but I think I think I did. But man, yeah, because I almost sent it to you. Let's see. Yeah, it's gone. But the message was, maybe I just couldn't have something that dumb on my phone. That's why I got rid of it. But it said, Muss needs to quit recruiting these. He needs to quit going after these big time, uh, big time star recruits and get guys that are good men and are going to stick around for a while and graduate. That's what he's paid to do. And it was fantastic. It was me just describing the Cliff Notes version of it just doesn't do it justice. But it was just stuff like that on repeat. This he's gonna go somewhere and show him they made a mistake. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure he is. But not knocking Darian Ford, not knocking him at all. But Muss is gonna play. You think he doesn't want to play the best out there? You think he's got something against this guy that he recruited? Of course he doesn't. He's going to play the best that are out there. And based on what I saw from Darian Ford, he wasn't one of the best. So, I mean, good luck to him moving forward. But I mean, Muss is as good at he is as good at working the transfer portal as anybody in the game.
Yes, he is.
He has shown that. That's how you get to three straight or Sweet 16s with essentially three different teams. So I have no doubt not saying he'll get to the Sweet 16 again, just saying I have no doubt he'll put together another quality team this year or next season. All right. Anything we miss as we get ready to close out the show and go watch this Lakers Warriors game? Hopefully it becomes a better game than what it is right now.
Like
Okay, 14 to
we didn't even
7.
touch on the draft, man. Like,
Oh, we didn't. We didn't. I mean, playoff basketball going on. So quick. Okay, quick. Any surprises there? Any surprises with the draft? Anything
man,
you
with
would have
all
done
the
different?
no, I don't know. I was the most shocked at Levi, sticking around to the second round after all the hype that we had to hear about. And I was kind of surprised at how far back Drew Sanders slipped.
Yeah, I wasn't that surprised. He fell probably, but I mean, I probably would have
I
predicted
thought he was
him.
going to go high second round, but third round's not too bad. It's pretty damn good,
I
but
thought he was
still.
second round. Okay, so anyway, all right. Well, yeah, Levis goes the second round. Really no surprises for me. It's the NFL draft. There's always surprises. We're out of
Yep.
time, so we'll get to more of it next week. Deuces, y'all.
Peace.